WTBU, and I'm here with Zach from the awesome band Portugal The Man. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So you are now about halfway through this current tour, supporting your newest album, In the Mountain, in the Cloud. How's it going?
It's been going good. It's been an eventful tour. A lot of crazy things have happened, but it's been rad. Everybody that we're on tour with is really awesome, and we've got some new members. We've been recording for a little bit, so we're kind of just starting to get our sea legs back. It's been a little bit, not that long, but for us it's been a while since we've toured.
Cool. So I was actually wondering how you guys sort of met up with the opening band, Lonely Forest.
Lonely Forest. That was actually all put together through Jägermeister's sponsoring the tour, and so we got a few. We had a little bit to do with the decision, but they came down with a short list, and we've got some mutual friends with those guys. They're from a little bit north of Seattle, where we have a lot of friends. We've done a lot of recording up there, so we always like to represent places that we're into. So it seemed like a nice mix. They're great guys, great voices.
Yeah. So your band has a really iconic sort of pictorial presence through your album art and your internet online presence, and so I was sort of wondering how the artistic process goes for that.
John's the main idea guy when it comes to any of the art. He's the guy that does all the drawings. Him and our buddy Austin Sellers kind of put it all together for all our packaging or our t-shirts or anything like that, and then anything with photos is usually me, and then a lot of times in the album art John will draw all over them and make him crazy, but it's fun. He's got some really good ideas, some really crazy concepts, and a very original style. And so we started off doing it just because we didn't have enough money to pay somebody to do our album artwork, and then we just wanted to kind of keep it conducive to everything that we do, so we've just kept on going with it.
Yeah, that's really great. It's a signature thing. And also sort of in that same vein of online presence, I was wondering what you thought about how the digitalization of music and communication has affected you as a band.
I think it's great. A lot of artists will bitch about selling fewer CDs, and that is true. CD sales to a big hit, but I think it's forcing everybody, artists, labels, the average fan, to just think outside the box and think of new ways to sell music. And that's one reason that art's very important to us. And that's why I still buy vinyl of bands that I love. It's a big part of our music, and it isn't like that with everybody. But there's just so many different mediums to connect with people this day and age. I mean, since Twitter and Facebook, I think it's really awesome to be able to connect with your fans, and for fans to connect with other artists. We do it too. We'll sit there and use Twitter to communicate with bands that we like, and it's nice to get to know the people that you're into, that do something that you love. I think it's a really interesting thing. I think it's very important for artists. So
you guys are the real guys behind the Twitter.
Yeah.
Facebook. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And
we do everything ourselves pretty much.
That's awesome. So as a DJ at a student radio station, I'm really interested in how you feel about using the radio as a promotional tool, and like for music discovery, just how that sort of affected you guys.
It's been awesome. We signed to Atlantic Records before we put out our last album, and we had done a little bit with college radio and stuff, but it really gave us the push, and I think that kind of stuff is still hugely important. It gets you out just a different fan base that you would normally never get to, and specifically college radio, because it's so diverse. Oddly enough, up in Alaska, we have a really killer college radio.
Yeah.
I don't know how or why, but growing up, I always listened to it, and it's fun because you get to learn. Each DJ has their own thing and gets to just pretty much, do what they want and show their style, and so it really makes you, get out of your element. And I think that's really cool. And it's sad. I know a lot of stations are losing funding, and I think it's something that people should definitely get into and help support, because it's a beautiful thing, and it's definitely part of going to college, and it's part of growing up in general for me, for any music lover.
That's great to hear. So if you were a college DJ or just a DJ, what kind of music and bands would you spin?
Boy, I am kind of all over the board here. It's you interested in this one? I guess I kind of go all over the place, but I have different connections with music, and that's what I like about it. You know, it's like, you know, it's very personal. It's all about memories. You know, something like a smell can trigger something, and then just because you think of that, like, oh man, I was listening to that in my car when this happened. That reminded me of this other thing, and that's anytime that I've done any kind of you know, we've done a few DJ sets, and that's how we kind of try to put together, unless it's an obvious like dance party. But if it was just listening to music, I kind of do it like that. I just feel it out. But a lot of old stuff. I listen to a lot of old music, a lot of old soul. I think is really fun to do. And then as far as new stuff, I've been digging anything Swedish, really.
Yeah, they've been
Sweden's just
big
been killing
right
me
now.
for the last 2 years, two or
Yeah.
3 years. Everything that comes out of Sweden, pretty much, I'm just like, yep, I like that. And so,
just a complete Swedish show. That would be a
You could do it.
highlight
Yeah.
of our schedule,
Oh,
certainly.
for sure.
So, you guys are a pretty prolific band, and you were sort of talking about maybe recording a little bit before. So, do you guys have any inklings of a new CD anytime soon?
I wouldn't say super soon.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
We're really going to take our time with this one. We have been writing, we have been recording, and I really like the direction that it's going. It's a lot more aggressive,
Okay.
but it's a lot more fun. It's got great melodies and just got more energy than anything we've ever done before. And it's far from done, but even if we released it how it is right now, I'd be happy with it. But we're gonna take our time and really think this one through, because we don't do that too often.
Okay. Yeah, you guys release CDs really quickly. And I just had a question about you guys opened for Black Keys
Yeah,
in Europe.
yeah.
How was that experience?
Oh man, it was so cool. They're one of my favorite bands playing right now. I've loved them, you know, since I first heard them. I've loved everything they've done. Their last 2 records, they really, really nailed it. They're one of those people that, you know, a lot of people don't like when people get too popular. They don't like when things go mainstream or to, you know, bigger radio stations, big rock radio. And it's sad, because that's what most artists are trying to do. They're trying to make accessible songs, but that still have art and substance that mean something. You know, there's a lot of pop out there, and a lot of it's crap. You know, a lot of it can be hooky, but doesn't mean anything.
Right.
And so that's what we've been trying to do forever. And the Black Keys did it. They made something super catchy. You can dance to it, and it's cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
they're very good players, and it was really awesome being on a tour of that size and with those dudes. Good dudes.
Well, that's great. Well, I'm really excited to hear your set today, and thank you so much for taking time to talk to us.
Of course. Thank you for helping. I appreciate it.
Thanks.